I don't know about you chums, but I found that particular clip, with Meghan's chum in that Netflix series, what was she called? Mindy Kaling, and she was basically talking about when or whatever she received the jar of jam. I think it was Mindy, do you remember? And it was numbered like 1 to 50. And you think, oh, right, And she said, well, who got this and who got that? And she kind of wondered exactly where it was on the Richter scale. And I said at the time, if you remember, when she came out with that could prove a little bit tricky because people don't like to consider themselves to be second best, do they? Of course, what's fascinating is now it's coming out, the people that she decided to send jam to, the ones that she forced, of course, with her own note, to put on Instagram to say, marvellous, breakfast sorted now, it's so delicious. Right, there's no need to go overboard, love. It's a pot of jam. And yet, nobody else can buy it, even though apparently it's coming any minute now. Bet you can't wait, can you? What price it's going to be? And more importantly, would it be worth it? Or would you be better off with Highgrove jam, Buckingham Palace shop jam, or indeed Fortnum's, my favourite. Now what's interesting here, chums, let me explain, is this. You see, behind the scenes, you'll notice, of course, that Meghan recently appeared on the Drew Barrymore show. And what was interesting about the Drew Barrymore show is it was an odd show for Meghan to go on because they thought softer approach, daytime, everything schooled, and it didn't exactly work out in her favour. Drew, as we know, jumped it with the Princess Diana thing and everything went a little bit skewy very quickly, didn't it? And of course, Meghan didn't like the fact that she wasn't centre stage and wasn't just being talked about. And then a couple of days ago, we had this. The two late night hosts, Jimmy Fallon in particular, mocking Meghan's attempts at cooking and catering and swapping bags and stuff like that. This literally, when you think about it, well, it's part and the parcel now, isn't it? Because you're a celebrity. Stephen Colbert, of course, just over a year ago, was incredibly rude about Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and has still yet to formally make an apology. I think he lost a lot of fans there by his disgraceful behaviour. But by the by, he's now waded in, even though, of course, Prince Harry appeared on his show alongside Jimmy Fallon on NBC. Now, here's where it gets really interesting because, as I told you, both of them were hoping to land Meghan, to appear on their show to plug her product, her forthcoming cookery show. And in a sense, it would have made sense, late night TV, Meghan chatting away about herself and hopefully trying to put something over a little bit more human than we normally see. But she opted for Drew Barrymore. That was the reason, as I told you, why they fell out with her. What's even more strange, though, is that Meghan is bereft because, get this, chums, drum roll, she actually sent a jar of jam to Jimmy Fallon. That's right. Now, Now, the reasoning for this is a little unsure because I believe perhaps at the time she was probably working towards that. If you remember, they thought they got a book previously and then she pulled out of that. Third time this is, where it's fallen apart. And I would suspect that that's why Harry had to go on the Halloween adventure thing to appease him for her future deal, to make sure that she could in fact tie up with him. But nonetheless, 100%, a jar of jam was sent over to Jimmy Fallon. And according to that source, who still works with Meghan, literally as a stringer, freelancer, she could not believe what unfolded and the fact that she felt that he was going to be far more supportive to her and Harry, given what Harry had done to help promote his show, forgetting, of course, the hefty paycheck at the side. But the other side of it is, well, if she sent a jar of jam to Jimmy, perhaps she should have sent a jar of jam to Stephen Colbert too. Then maybe he might not have attacked her. Well, so badly. Who knows, but it appears that even jam can't fix Meghan's media woes. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.